Social Studies. The American Revolution. Before the United States existed, before the Constitution, even before the idea of America, explorers were chasing something else entirely: gold, land, and a shortcut to Asia. It all began with movement, not from Europe, but from Asia. Thousands of years ago, the first Americans crossed the Bering Strait, forming hundreds of native cultures. Fast forward to the late 1400s. European explorers set sail searching for a trade route to Asia. But they found something else. In the 1500s and 1600s, Spain, France, England, and the Netherlands raced to claim land in the New World. But for Native Americans, colonization brought tragedy, disease, displacement, and enslavement. 1607, England founded Jamestown, the first permanent colony. 13 years later, the Pilgrims arrived on the Mayflower and agreed to govern themselves under the Mayflower Compact. As the colonies grew, so did their dependence on labor. Vast lands required endless hands. By 1675, ships crossed the Atlantic carrying enslaved Africans. Human lives sold into bondage. Their forced labor built the foundation of a Southern economy driven by plantation wealth. Fields of tobacco and cotton stretched for miles, worked by those who had no freedom. Their suffering became part of America's earliest story, a truth the nation would struggle to face for centuries. By the 1700s, the colonies were thriving, busy ports, bustling trade, and growing towns. Yet all under British rule. After England's victory in the French and Indian War, new taxes hit hard, forcing colonists to pay for an empire that ruled them from across the ocean. And when new taxes struck, the colonists answered with a rallying cry that would echo across the Atlantic. Protests turned into revolution. A spark of defiance ignited across the colonies. From Boston to Virginia, ordinary people took up arms against the might of the British Empire. In 1775, the Continental Congress met in Philadelphia and chose George Washington to lead a new army, uniting 13 divided colonies under one cause: freedom. And on July 4, 1776, they declared independence, proclaiming that all men are created equal and that a new nation had been born. In 1781, the British surrendered at Yorktown, ending the war that had begun 6 long years before. 2 years later, the Treaty of Paris officially recognized the United States, a new nation born from courage, unity, and hope. After independence, the United States tried a loose system called the Articles of Confederation. It reflected the colonists' fear of centralized power. So it intentionally gave most power to the individual states and very little to the national government. The government was so weak, it could barely hold the states together. It failed. The young nation was falling apart until delegates met again to draft a stronger foundation. In 1788, the Constitution was ratified, creating a stronger national government built on compromise, unity, and a new idea: checks and balances. Soon after, the Bill of Rights guaranteed freedoms like speech and assembly, principles that still define American democracy today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more interesting lessons and practice tests. You can also download GEDprep AI Tutor on the App Store and Google Play to access more materials.